Hey guys, welcome to our tasting of our new single variety cider made purely from Discovery apples. This apple is kind of dear to our hearts here at Hawks, as it was our first apple that we pressed in 2016 when we moved to Bermondsey. And this apple kind of launched the whole single variety aspect to our ciders that we produce here. And interestingly, the apple is fairly local to London, found out in a place called Langham in Essex. It's got a beautiful red skin, lovely red flesh tinge to it. And yeah, what was the process, Max?
So, as you said, Discovery is an extremely acidic apple, so we wanted to find a way to balance that out. So this is a 2019 vintage, which means we pressed it the end of the summertime. So the acidity is going to be much more than what you get with like a Gala or a Braeburn, say. So what we wanted to do was find a way to kind of balance that out. We don't want to lose it, but we kind of want to enhance that acidity with a little bit more. So what we did was after we pressed it, after we fermented it in stainless steel, what we did was we put it in some French oak, some ex-Tuscan red wine barrels that kind of added a lot of woodiness, some vanilla notes, and what we really wanted was some tannin. And so that tannin kind of helps balance out the acidity. So what we did was we put them in the barrel over the winter time, and what we did during that was something called bâtonnage, which is where you stir up the lees, which is kind of the dead yeast from the fermentation. So what that does is it kind of gets what we call malolactic fermentation kind of going and helps kind of maintain the freshness of the cider. And so after about 5-6 months in barrel, right?
Yeah.
We took it out. We really loved what it tasted like. So what we did was we bottled it straight. We didn't add any carbonation. We added a very little amount of sugar just to kind of bring out the acidity a little bit more. Sugar is something we shouldn't be afraid of in cider making. So what you see is what you get. So this is kind of our homage to Discovery. So let's have a taste, right?
Yeah.
Nice and clear.
So straight away, you can sort of see from the colour, there's a really nice rose gold tinge to it, almost straw-like as well. That rose gold sort of tinge comes from the apple itself, because obviously the apples have a really nice kind of pink flesh in the middle. And it's nice and bright, really clean. So the aroma, straight away, I'd say there's like bright acidity on there, some vanilla, a good bit of wood from aging and maturing in the barrel.
Agreed, yep. And it really does scream Discovery. So that's what we were going for and what we're very pleased with. If you're following along tasting, try to see what you smell, because everyone's palate is different. So it's really interesting to see what you might get versus what we might get. What else? A little bit of red berry, a little bit of peach there as well. Kind of balances with the tannin. So once you smelled it, give it a little taste.
Typically the juice from a Discovery is quite strawberry-like, and this cider also has those qualities, so quite zingy, fresh acidity. I'd say that the mouthfeel is kind of up at the bottom and comes around to like the end of the palate, basically.
Yep, the acid gets you right at the back of the throat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then how does it finish, Theo? How does it finish?
Well, straight away, I'd say that those smooth tannins from the barrel, quite persistent, but also you have really nice creaminess, but it balances with the bright acidity, acid house as well.
Yeah, nice long finish, really pleasant.
Yeah.
So hopefully you enjoyed.
Yeah.
And
Cheers.
yeah, we'll see you soon, hopefully.
Stay safe.